Hey everybody, it's Vicky from the Eagle's Nest, and I had said I would do a video decorating a journal. So I went through one and I was adding the final touches, and it took me so long. I had to prepare for a video because I was hunting everywhere looking for things. I had to run to the printer. I didn't have what I wanted. So I did plan on showing you how to make a altered paper clip. I could do a hidden, but I'm just going to do an altered. Hidden is where you don't see the other side. So this one, I had made it, and I left this to put a little dangling on, but then I realized I'd rather have it coming from the side. So I did learn, use a heavier paper. Don't use copy paper weighted. You can see the paper clip. So you really want to use a cardstock or a heavier paper. So this needs to be like that big because this has to be on it. So let's go this way. And I need it to be twice this size. So let's go down to here. You can always take away. So I don't need it to be too wide. Let's see. Let's go here. I don't want it huge, but I don't want it too small. Okay. I hope that's square. Let's see. It doesn't look very square, so let's square it up. Best way to do that is to put it against a line this way, and it's a line that way, and you can see, you know, a little bit came off. So now it's should be right. And I have to make sure I do it correctly. Of course, I didn't even grab a paper clip. Let me see. Let me see. Let's go with this green. I like that. Okay. So we're going to fold it sideways, right? I've made them and I've messed them up. I guess it doesn't matter, but I want it to clip this way. That's the important thing. Remember where to put the paper clip. So I'm going to put the small end on the inside and the larger end. And then this is going to be glued on here. Okay, so that's right. I have to check and double check again, because somehow it ends up being wrong. I will take the bone folder and just flatten that out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. So let's ink it. Oh, dauber. I knew I dropped it the other day. Luckily, I remembered that. So let me ink it. I like to ink everything. I look at inking. I like it to look vintage. That's one thing. But then again, it hides things. Not like mistakes, but could be a mistake, or just things that just didn't do right. Because sometimes things don't go right. Okay. This is going this way. It doesn't matter. I could put it in this way and have it that way. But I'm doing it this way because that's the way I cut it, I think. So I have this. I have my gluing magazine. And I'm going to glue this on there. I see a little piece of something got on there, and I must take it off because it will leave a little hump. I had that happen, and I had to go back in there and dig out the thing because I couldn't figure out why there was a little lumpy. So I'm just going to put that on there. Oh, no. I actually wanted this to go this way. So I have to put, let's see, the paper clip on that side. I guess it could have been like that. Okay. Make sure you know which way it's going before you do it. Although, make another one. You know, it's not like you messed up and can't move forward. Go away. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's just hanging on. Okay, get my paper clip in there. You could round the corners if you wanted. I don't think I'm going to. At this stage of the game, I'm just going to leave it. You could also put something on the back, but you can do that later. So, because I want to put a little pin on here, a bulb clip, a little doodad, I'm going to leave that out just a little bit. And now to glue. I'm going to glue it on this side because it would be easier. I can't roll over the paper clip. Okay, I'm putting a lot of glue. Get the edges really well. And I'm going to take my art glitter glue. Oh boy, that was not good. And I'm going to put that on the paper clip. I think I've got a little glob in there. And I'm going to just add a little. I had that all cleared out and it was flowing so smoothly. This is just for extra adherence. I need to take, and I'm probably going to have to take it apart and clean that tip. Then just squeeze it together. Don't squeeze over that because it'll make a bump right there. Just gently. I mean, this is good because I have that on it, but you know, don't want your paper clip. But if it shows through, it's fine. I have some that do. And then this is ready. There it goes. And then you can also put something on the other side. You know, clip something in there if you so desired. Okay, be victorious. Where did I want that? I wanted that on this side. Okay. Was that my glue that fell? Oh boy, bunch of labels. I had one of these full of labels and it's all over the floor now. Oh, I don't see my glue stick. It probably rolled. I'll have to just use this one. This is my Avery glue. There we go. Nice spot. It's not full of glue. I have to peel my item up off of the glue spot. Okay, see? And this, I'm just going to put right here. Well, now that's kind of sticky. I really need my other glue stick. And I don't see it anywhere. There it is. Oh, Lordy, it rolled. Okay. I don't want that to stick, so I'm going to put something in there, like my scissors, so that I've seen people, and I've done it myself, the pages stick together. And what else did I have? Okay. All these little things have to be decorated. So I have this. I was thinking, should I put it here? Should I put it out here? I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. That was my first inclination, so that's where it's going. I just have a bunch of these little. I just had trouble finding what little things I wanted to use for my embellishments because I had it in my head. I wanted to keep everything biblical. If it's not in the Bible, I didn't want to put it in here, which isn't necessary. You can take any theme, like a woodland theme, and just add scripture to it. But I didn't have a theme. I was just with no theme, so I wanted to keep everything that I put in here in a scriptural, something out of the Bible. So, what did I have? I got these scrolls. I was searching for stuff that I could use, and I was thinking, what can I use? Scrolls? So I found this. can put that down somewhere. Get it all inked up so that when I find that place, it's ready. And I have words and phrases and assorted things to like put here, you know. But I didn't want to put a word, this there. And my words and phrases are all over the floor. And I had to keep going back to see, did I use that already? Oh, Lordy, it became a thing. Now this, I had made this. It was already in here. And when I did this, it had another word there that I wanted to cover up. And I used believe, and I had believe right there. So I'm probably going to have to print this out again if I don't have one and put this in another journal and put another word there. That's how it happens. But then it's not like I'm not going to use the other item. Okay, here I had these little pockets that I wanted to put on here. Let me get my scoreboard. I like to make pockets with these little gussets because with this being so small, your little tag is going to be so small to go in there. So I'm going to put that here. Kind of feel it out. Yep, that looks good. Don't go too hard or you might go right through your paper. I can't see my mark. This, I just took a Sharpie and did this line so that I could see, you know, because this is very difficult to, when you just have a line like this, to know where you're supposed to be. So I saw someone else had done this. And I thought, that's a great idea. So then I did it. Okay, so this one, of course my scissors are in there. I'm just going to cut this out of there. We don't need that. I probably do not have a punch that will fit that. So let me just go through. I have learned that the more you fussy cut these kinds of things, the better you get. That's pretty good. Okay, let me cut this little corner. Otherwise, you're going to see them. Okay, now let's fold them. There we go. There we go. And this one. Oh boy, printing these was something. I had to try to get it the right size. So now where you didn't cut super well, it gets covered with ink. That's one good thing about the inking. If something isn't quite right, cover it up. So let's see, put that under and that there and see how that looks. Good. So that when you put your tag in, it slides, you know, all the way in between. Instead of, if you glued it, you have a smaller space. So we have that one. I wasn't sure if I was going to do 2 or 3. So let me get 2. Let's see. In case I only do 2. We do that. We come in here and here. Okay, we're going to cut that out. Try to stay in frame. Not that you don't know how to cut something out, but some people want to see everything. You know, we have new people that don't know everything that we know. And so we want to make sure we include them and not make something so quickly that they're like, what? What happened there? You know, I was new once. I've watched videos where people weren't, they didn't go like real slow and they just kind of flew through something and you're like, oh. And sometimes even rewatching it didn't help. Okay. That looks good. This needs to be trimmed a little more. Anything else the ink will hide. Let's ink this one up. I mean, I thought just going through here and adding things here and there was going to go so quickly. And oh my word, did not. Especially when I didn't really have everything. You know, because I had butterflies and flowers. I'm like, come on, I need something else. Let's see, I'll put those underneath. Maybe it doesn't matter, but just in case. That's kind of doesn't matter. Okay, I can either do this and this. Then you can put taller things, or you can do 3. Well, I might do 3. Let me just go for it. It'll only take a second. Famous last words. Some things, if you know what you're doing, you can go right through. It's when you're not quite sure when trouble arises. Okay. Cut out the corners. Okay, if I get close to that line that I embossed on there, I can get a better cut. Okay, fold it down, double check your edges and things. Looks good. Cut that out. I can barely see it. But I got it as best I could. Ink will fill in where I didn't quite get it. Okie doke. Okay, so now if I do the third one, I'll do 3. Let's just set that over there. I'm going to take this and just kind of, I was trying not to flatten them too much, because when you go to put your thing in, it'll be a little more puffy. Just do a little because it's not laying down flat enough for the gluing process. I don't want to sabotage myself. We'll cover that. Decide how you want them. I will put the less busy in the middle. Okay. Oh boy. Let me try to, oh. Oops. Trying to get that twist a little. I just don't know. I know there's something in there, but maybe it'll come out in the process. So we got that like that. Good. We're just going to put the glue. Oh boy. I don't want to be squeezing hard and it just come flying out of there. That wouldn't be good. I don't want too much, but I don't want not enough. I'm trying to not get too close to the inside edge because I don't want the thing to be glued down right there. I'm going to put this all the way down. Try to center it up. Good, 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 good. And I'm going to leave it just a little bit loose and hope that it's not too loose. I don't want things falling out, but I want things to slide in easily. Okay, this goes like so. Here we go. Squeezing kind of hard. I think I want to press that down a little more. You want to make sure you get the edges fairly well because your tag has to slide in. Okay, I'm just kind of pressing the glue around. You know, out to the sides. And you want it to go to the edge. But as long as it's sticking up, you know it's not glued down. Sometimes you end up, you glue overshot and it's glued down, so. But I generally would stick something in there to check it. I find something that I can go in like this. My edges are free. I'm going along these edges inside to make sure that the glue didn't come out and stick them together. I'm just hoping that this bottom is, because you don't want your tag to hit on that, on this when you're going in. That's what you don't want. So you just hope. Okay. I put more there, a little there. Heavier on the edge here, but I need it to cover there. And here. There we go. And, well, these aren't real evenly spaced, are they? Not to worry. It doesn't really matter because you're going to have things in there. You can put something taller in that one. And then you just pretend you did that on purpose. I mean, if you want to measure them out and mark it, you can. I don't do that. I just plop them in there. They land where they land. Let's get this back in there so we don't have further blockage. Now, what do I have to go in there? All over the floor. No, I had this one. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I don't know. Well, I'll find something. Did I have anything else for this one? I don't think so. I did put a squirrel. It was against what I was trying to do, but I thought, well, you know, I'm sure they had squirrels back then. You just never heard of one. I wanted to do animals that you heard stories about, like donkeys, camel, dogs. Actually, dogs. There were dogs mentioned. Pigs. I just don't happen to have any of that on hand. I'd have to look it all up and find a pig. But I could. That's what I do. Okay, we'll move on with that one. Oh boy. Well, that was not the one I was using. Okay, so I did cut these out. I mean, print these up. I had some, but I felt like I couldn't read the name above all names. So I thought, let me just make my own. I just made this with my scrapbook program that I have, that I use for all of this. I also have Photoshop Elements 12. Use that a lot when I need to make a ping image, which is where you take, like say a bird, and it was on a page, you cut everything, erase everything around it, save it just as that, and then you have that. So I was thinking of putting this on here. Here's where you just stop thinking too much and just do it. It's like I'm down to the wire on these journals, nearly finished. So I gotta just pump it out. Don't be thinking, just looks good, do it. There we go. I can even add something else. I can stamp something on there at some point. You know. What did I have for here? Anything in particular? Have that hanging over my head. I was going to put that on there. Wasn't sure. Here's something. Let me cover that before it gets too sticky. Let me put it there so I don't knock it off my desk. And, okay, this is about fighting the devil. So I thought this was a cute, I got a bunch of these little chunky, it's not the actual scripture, but it's of the scripture. So they kind of work well. Sometimes you just need a little reminder. You don't need the whole thing at that moment. So a little dab here, a little dab there. Okay. And that will go on right there. Oh, it's getting sticky. Found a spot. I try to start gluing in the corner and work my way around so that I'm not. Then you do one big thing and you get glue down there. I just happen to have a lot of small things right now. Put that right there. I'm trying to not get too close to the edge because I do want to put tabs. Then I have this. This is what I was looking for to put in that pocket. I had a whole thing of them. Still don't see them. How did things disappear like that? I don't get it. I'm not sure I want to put that there. I was thinking of the woman at the well. I'm just trying to find just little things to pepper throughout here that don't have to necessarily go with that actual scripture. You know, everything doesn't have to match up and go there. Just put it. Because you might be on this page and you might need to see that. It might speak to you. Be careful around the blade. I have seen people with Band-Aids and stuff and they mention this and I'm like, oh boy, I don't want to hear that. So I try to be very vigilant around sharp things. And I try to be vigilant about knocking things off of my desk. You know what? I'm going to hit these little corners. I hope I didn't use this in here somewhere in the journal. Oops. Get it right in there. I like to watch what I'm doing. I've seen people just pick it up and go front ways. And I'm like, oh, I need to see it. Because you just never know. Let me really quick make sure I didn't put that in here. I don't think I did, but sometimes you get going and you say, oh, that's going there, and you just do it, and you forget. Can't remember everything. Still have that. That's healing, so I was trying to put that with healing, but it doesn't have to be. Put it anywhere. Okay, I don't see any such thing, so I'm going to put it right there. That is where it's going. Trying to use plenty of glue because I found something where it was separating. It was a tag, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I don't know for sure that this glue is going to last for years on here. I'm hoping. But unless you've made something 5 years ago and can go back and look at it, and it's all still adhered well, then you really don't know. And I'm going to just add a little ink to this. Take that out. Ink both sides while I'm at it. I mean, I could have inked this before I sewed this together, but when you're thinking about sewing in your signatures, you're not thinking about what needs to be inked. So, and I'll find something to go there. Don't know what, but I'll find something. I had this in there. Is this the one with the belief thing? No. Of course not. Well, where did I put that journal? Let's see if this would fit where I had that tag. That wasn't it. And we can do a little bit of a swapperoo. Oh, this is tight. Okay, it should go to about there. Okay. Okay, I could do that. Make sure it's not the same tag. And then it sticks out and it looks cute. Or I could nip it off. Let's see. Let me just nip it off. Let me show you how that works. Oh boy, this is why I like to move that aside. So, to shorten this up, I'm just gonna, I hope this tag isn't in here somewhere either. I'm gonna nip off a little bit. See if that's enough. Yeah, it's good enough. Nope, I'm gonna put a tab on it, I think. Let me do a little more. Not even gonna check it, that's where it's gonna be. Toss those aside. Let's redo the corners. I think I used the medium, or I am. There we go. Re-ink it, and no one knows what you did. Nobody knows. You got no tag police coming after you. Oh, you shortened it. And I can find a word. Oh, Lordy, they're laying all over the floor. I had a bunch of these. I mean, I have these, but they're too small. I will find one. I will. And put it on there. Okay. Okay. So that's where this one's at. I see some little flowers right here that I printed. Well, that's not the 3 I had. I had 3 that were of different sizes, I thought. Because I printed, you know, small, smaller, smallest. I think I was going to put them in here somewhere. Let me look. Let's look real quick. And this is how I've spent my, always having to search through for something. Where can I put those? Those would be cute right there. Unless I had another spot. Let me make sure. And I put them down there and I'm like, oh no, they were supposed to go there. Okay. These would look cute here. But they're not the ones. Maybe it was these. I mean, I don't need 3. I could do 2. Let me ink them to get the true look of what I'm going to be seeing. I think I want them here. Pretty sure. I listen to people inking and I'm like, oh man. Then again, they're ones I'm playing on a 1.5 speed, so it's like really fast. They're probably inking slow like this. Okay, let's see. Do I want that there? Do I? Oh, I don't want to put a pig there. That's for sure. Is this the one with the squirrel in it? Yeah. You know, that's cute. It is. I mean, we can think and think and think. Is this the same as that one? Yeah. So I'll put the big one. I'll do them like that. I gotta get my layout in my head here. You know, layouts are important. You don't want it to look weird. Let's glue this one down. That's the way to start. You just put one down. Once it's down, you got to think about the others. Okay, I'm going to go right over this. Okay. Now, I want the bigger one up here and this one here. Yes, I do. That's where it's going. I'm going to put the glue on and I'm going to stick it down. Okay, any final words? No. Let's go here. Yep, looks good. Gotta go for it, gotta go. Okay. I'm not sure how long this has been going on. My video. I have a clock over there, but I don't remember what time I started. Great. Okay. Now, I mean, I did several things, so it's not like I only did a couple. But I am going to do a video on making these little things. I thought I had some. Oh, here's my little, found it, but too late. I had a box of little charmy things I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make some side tabs, little dangles. You put them on your page. Whoop. And they dangle. I'm gonna make some of those. And some little things on the bulb clips, like this. I bought all these little things from Temu. So I have this stuff. I'm just gonna have to get to it. And I have these tabs. I printed out a bunch. I cut one out. Don't see it anywhere. Here it is. That I'm going to use on the tags. I don't think it'll work on that one. This is something you want to cut in a little bit heavier of paper than copy paper, because there will be pulling. Boy, I have one that will look perfect on here. It was from this set, but it didn't have the dark on it. Do I see it lying around? No. No, I do not. Okay. I will find all that probably for the next video. So, that's going to wrap this one up. And thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.